Hey everybody, welcome to another tutorial video. So today I'm going to be drawing Luffy from One Piece, the man who would be Pirate King. So I've seen lots of them with his hat and he's smiling and all that kind of stuff. But when I think of Luffy, I think, he's real serious and he's at his best when he's like got a challenge in front of him. So he looks real serious in this one. So we'll start with his right eye as usual. So we're actually going to start with the top eyelid on the right eye. And Luffy's eyes are just circles, basically. So we'll just draw a first curved line up and down like that. And these kind of don't touch. So like imagine this keeps going, you jump a bit and jump on this side. So you're leaving a gap. And then you're going to curve it underneath for the bottom eyelid. Just like this. And then we have the pupil inside there. Very simple eye. Under there he has a scar. Curved line with 2 stitches like that. Eyebrow. Just have a tick above like that. And maybe just a frown line and make the bottom, the base of it, just a little thicker. Just like that. And we can go over and we can do the same on the other side. So we'll come over about an eye distance again. So measure this eye and come over the same distance. And then we'll do this top curve now. So measure, you could measure with your pen. You can use a ruler. You come over and you'll do a curved line up this way. And it comes around this way. I'm right-handed, so it's kind of easier for me to go that way instead of that way. Always kind of follow your natural hand movements, make it easier for yourself. So jump again and do the bottom. Just kind of make sure they're sort of similarly lined up. And then move the pupil inside. A black dot just like that. And then an eyebrow above that, so just like he's frowning, so real angry, and then it's a tick that just comes up just past that eye, just about there. Make it a bit thicker down the bottom. And then his nose will come down just the middle in between these 2 eyes, so it curves down in between those eyes, comes down that way, and then it'll just below his scar, so like it come down and then it'll come in that way, and then we can see a nostril just on this side. His mouth then is just below that nose a little bit, and he's real serious, so he's got a flat mouth. Make one side maybe a little bit thicker, and then we have a line underneath for his bottom lip. And then we can frame in his face. So his chin is about here. You do a little curve just to show where that thin is, show where that chin is. And then we'll come up to just about that bottom eyelid, come over a little bit and do a line down for the side of his face. This becomes his jaw and starts to curve in towards the chin. Just to there. We can go over and do the same over here. So just about where that bottom eyelid is, come over a little bit and then do the side of his face. This becomes his jaw and this curves in here. So then we have his face basically framed in. We'll add his ears. They're not that big for someone who's named Monkey, but we'll curve them around. Just like that, just normal size. And then this one as well. Monkey D. Luffy. And then bones and ligaments and things inside there. Kind of making it look like headphones. And you have little lines going in there. Of course, the easiest way to do those types of things is just like a letter T or a letter J, just like that. And then you can add different things to it. not many people look at the ears of drawings, so don't worry too much if it's not totally accurate. So we can do his hair now. We'll start with his fringe. So he has a big spike down the middle, like that. Piece of hair that comes this way. So it is comes down kind of that way. And then a piece that comes down towards his eye there. This one's a bit longer actually. Towards his eye. And then we have a little spike that comes back, and there's the sideburn just there. Another one that comes across the top of his forehead on this side. So comes across here, just above his eyebrow here, comes back to a spike, comes back across then again, and then we go down towards his ear, and this is a sideburn just in here. And then we have the hair that just, he's not wearing his hat in this one, so we can see his hair going around his head. So we'll start with his jaw. These little spikes come around his ear. Another bigger one here, curving up. This one curves out. We go back in, curves up. They're like sort of shark fins, thinner and thicker ones. And then we have one that curves down this way. And then this is a big one, comes up this direction. And then we have a smaller one. Remember, hair moves. Don't be too hard on yourself if you don't get it exactly like mine. Hair blows in the wind and things like that, so they can be all different sizes and shapes. Once you just get it around the round part of his head, you'll be winning. Just there. And then we have one that curves up. It just goes off my page there. You could make it smaller though. If you didn't want it to go off your page, you could just do like a small one. That goes down, see? And then these ones start to travel down this way now. So we go spiky up, comes down, and this one starts to come down. Pointy, comes in a little, goes down a little, comes back in a little. And then this one sticks out, small one here. They get smaller as we go down to the back of his head. Then we have one that goes behind his ear. And then a little small one that just sticks out down here. So now we'll add his neck. So we are going to curve it just from here. So it comes down very thin. It curves down this way. Just like that. So his head shape is kind of just a wine glass kind of shape, including the neck. You can add some hatching under his chin if you wanted, just for shadow. Or you could do that with colour, of course. Any way you wanted to do that at all, it's up to you. So then this becomes the inside of his jacket. So his neck touches the inside of his jacket, and then it'll travel down and go off the bottom of the page. And the same on this side, travel down and then go off the bottom of my page. Then in there we have lines for his collarbone and his neck muscles. And then collarbone just goes this way. Another one goes that way. We have a line in the middle just for chest muscles. And then of course down here we have that big scar of his. So this is just spiky lines. So you start like that, right in the middle. And then spiking up, down, up, and it goes, it's like an X. So we're just doing the top of the X because we can't see the bottom. Spiking, up, off. And then this one comes down around, like that, joins that bottom of his X and goes off my page. And then I can do something similar on this side. Spikes off, just down there like that. And there's like little marks just in there to show that scarred style skin, that it's different from the rest of his skin. And then we'll do his collar that goes behind his head. Spiking up like that, comes down, real big. Something similar on the other side. It's like he's been fighting, you know, so it's a bit tattered. Comes down, joins his inside of that jacket there. Do the same here. And then his shoulders come off. So one goes down this way. So imagine it like keeps going this way. And down off my page there. And same one. To there. And then just goes diagonal, just down that way. Then of course he has those yellow sections that are on his clothes. So one just there. Comes down here. Just clothesline for armpits, just maybe in there. On the opposite side we have the line for the yellow on this side. 1, 2, and maybe a line for folds for clothes. And then he's got, so he's been fighting in the picture I'm drawn from, so he's got like scratch marks on his face. So you can add those. It's like dirt and scratches and things. Maybe some more here. Some on his neck. Just very scratch sort of lines just here. You can add these any way you like. Maybe some on his clothes as well. And if you wanted, you could have his, like his hat behind, like on his shoulder or something there. But there he is, Monkey D. Luffy. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share. See you in the next one.